What it do, man? I see we got 10 real homies in the crib, and for the people in the back, there's 10 real people in the crib tonight in the house. Hey, welcome to Point Blank Experience. I am your host that sometimes does the most, your boy Rod, and I can tell you on this channel, man, it's real easy. First, you got to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Then you got to hit that like button. And then you want to tell somebody about the channel. And you probably say, well, why you say that? We ain't even heard nothing. Hey, this channel is simply about real talk from a point blank perspective. And it's more than a YouTube channel. It is an experience. And hopefully y'all get a chance to see tonight. I do have a special guest here tonight. Man, it has been a long time coming. I will be joined by not only a content creator, he's a mukbanger. He's a man that's out there. We're going to talk about some things that I've seen in his content that he's done, and we're going to get into it, man. Before I go any further, please take some time right now, get comfortable, get you something to drink, and without any further ado, I'm going to bring the man of the hour. Some people call him Triple B. Some call him 3B. That is Big Belly Bob. You might hear me say Bob. You might hear me say Triple B. I don't know what I'm going to be saying, but I can tell you, this dude here needs not too much more of an introduction. Without any further ado, let me go ahead and bring the man of the hour up here, Big Belly Bob. What it do? What it do, man?
What it do, man? What it do? Man, how's it doing? The Point Blank Experience crowd. I don't know what you call your people. I'm sorry.
Man, they just my homies, man. They the homies.
Well, welcome, homies. How y'all doing?
Hey, man, just chilling, man. Hey, see, we got Cowboy in the house. We got the Nickels in the house. We got Just Asking for a Friend in the crib. What up, Flat Power God? And that seems to be it right now. We got 24. Hey, don't be afraid, man. I know y'all in the bushes. So, Triple B, man, look like you got a little section over there. You might be doing a little grubbing tonight while we're chit-chatting.
Yeah, you know me, man. I wouldn't be myself if I didn't have me something to grub on. I'm trying to get this cord, but I'll give up on that for now. I just went and got some little Denny's, man. I set it up while we talk here, man. I got me a nice little club sandwich right there.
Man, just a nice little one. I'm
nice
little. The rest of it. They got
it's coming. Oh, that little piece of bacon right there. Hold on.
Hold on, man. I got to see this little club.
This little sandwich here. You know, this little club.
Man.
My light's too bright. I do got a little side of fruit over here.
No, man. Hey, I know we normally do something. I'm gonna probably give you the honors before you eat. I normally, you bless your food, and I'm gonna give you the same respect over here as you would have at your crib. But before we do that, man, I do want to share something. I told you I had something special, y'all. I've never done this in one of my interviews, but I think, and I'm not gonna do it every interview because not every content creator that I've had on the channel has had these accolades, but I want to share this here with Triple B. And I personally did this. I'm going to send it to him. Hopefully he'll frame it and just remember me by this. But what you see to the left, 81,800 YouTube subscribers, 33,000 followers on Facebook, 3,000 followers on Instagram, 3,600 followers on TikTok. Common sense tell me he probably just recently started Instagram and TikTok. But looking over to the right, I want to show for anybody out there that's brand new, that's just getting in the content creator world, right below the screenshot or whatever, is his first video, 13 minutes and 48 seconds. 859 views. This was done 5 years ago. His most popular video that's not including individuals, Big Belly Bob, maybe Miss Shan, 67,000 views 2 years ago. This here is growth, consistency, hard work, whatever you want to call it. Triple B, I just had to do that, man. From what I'm thinking, and I'm over here calculating, no one I've ever had on this channel had as many subscribers as you. And I definitely think that deserve, just a little recognition, just a little bit, man. So, man, I'm going to go ahead and get that off the screen. I know you're probably ready to grub. You want to go ahead and bless the food?
Man, well, I always ask people, I don't know if you're watching, might know, I just ask them, hey, we just going to go ahead and, like I said, we bless food. Like, God's good, God's great. Bless all that's food in front of me today. Bless my family, my households, my loved ones. Anybody in this live chat tonight, Lord, give them your strength, your guidance, and your love. And not just give them a moment of silence for anybody that's lost anyone, anybody that's struggling, anybody that just need an extra little bit of support. This moment of silence is for you. That's amen, man. We good to go after that.
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, we're gonna get right into it, man. So tell us a little bit about Triple B. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Just a little bit now, because I got some questions over here for you.
Oh man, Triple B, if you know me, man, I'm a very helpful person. I just like to I just like to share my stuff with everybody. I just like to be helpful in life. I like to serve a purpose. And that's, other than that, I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy, man, that likes to hang out with the family just like anybody else,
Okay, cool, man. Perfectly short and sweet, y'all. Now, where are you originally from, Triple B? Where are you originally from?
Originally, I'm from Gary, Indiana.
Gary, oh man, you ever been
Home
on
of the MJ, Michael Jackson.
You been over 2300?
Oh yeah, that's somewhere. If you've never been, and we ever go, I always take you by there.
Oh man,
Something to see.
So, y'all, we don't script these videos. I had no idea he was from Gary, Indiana. Triple B and I just talked 15 minutes ago, and 12 of that was making sure the sounds was right. So none of this is scripted, ladies and gentlemen. And now you live in Indy, right? Indianapolis, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So, from what I heard, man, Gary can be a little tough. It ain't like the Jacksons portray. I'm gonna be over there. I ain't gonna be doing all that over there, right?
Nah. I mean, every city got their rough areas, I just say Gary is a little smaller of a town, so it goes down up there. It's right next to Chicago, so it gets rough. I've had some rough things happen in my life, So I definitely would say be on your business when you're up there.
I ain't going up there. I don't even care about seeing.
Well, you really ain't ain't no reason to really go through there if you don't have to. You got family, yes.
House, man. I don't need to go there. No, that's all right. You just talk me right on out of it. Anybody else got a picture for your boy? Hey, send it to me on Instagram. But hey, you just segued into my next question. What was it like growing up? Not for Triple B, not for Big Belly Bob, but Bob. What was it like growing up in Gary, Indiana? You don't have to get it too detailed, but just what was it like?
Well, I mean, I was fortunate to grow up in a two-parent household. I had a father that provided. You could say I was kind of a spoiled kid, but at the same time, I still had to come out and play, So I'm in the middle, got in some trouble just like anybody else. But I think me growing up in Gary made me a lot more resilient, a lot more determined, because it was a struggle some days, You had to have that grit. You had to have that little hustle in you, because Gary was full of a lot of characters.
Gotcha. Now, did you have any siblings back there when you were growing up?
Well, I had an older brother and older sister. My older brother did pass. I did just recently post. His birthday was the 15th of February, his heavenly birthday. So right now, it's still me and my sister.
Gotcha.
I'm the baby.
You the baby?
Yeah, I'm the baby.
I was gonna ask that because in some of the video you do seem a little spoiled, man. Like I got to get what I want right now, I didn't know if you had spoiled yourself or if it was, being the baby. I'm the oldest of two in the household. We did have a half brother, but my little brother was spoiled, man. He got me in more trouble. That's a whole nother story, though. We're gonna get into the food in a minute, y'all. I got a whole lot of questions about food, but just trying to get to know Big Belly Bob and let everyone else get to know him. What would you say some of your biggest personal, not YouTube, but your biggest personal accomplishments have been?
That's a good question. Surviving to the age that I am right now. A little personal me, was a victim of some violence growing up, you know. I mean, a lot of people, I've said in videos before, I'm not ashamed to admit it because it shows I've been through a lot.
Mhm.
But I've been shot 17 times, my brother. And I didn't think I was going to make it to 21. I didn't think I was going to make it out of Gary, Indiana. So still being alive, not in prison, and still being able to be on this world and this earth and to help people is a great accomplishment for me.
Hold the hell up. You said you were shot 17 times?
17 times, brother.
That's more than 50 and Tupac put together, ain't it?
Yeah. You can think it.
I'm a quick calculator and I've got to know a little hip hop. Y'all, I've never done an interview. I don't care how much research I do, how many videos I watch. I damn near can go to their hometown and I always learn something about somebody when I do an interview. You got a man sitting in front of us, got about 4 sandwiches that he calling one, with 82,000 people watching him eat, and he been shot 17 times only on Point Blank Experience, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been through a few things.
Boy, I don't even know if I got no more questions. I think if y'all see me looking down, y'all, I'm looking at my iPod 2. If anybody want to help donate to the iPod 3 cause, you can super chat us now. Take it at the front.
Somebody said how many different instances? 4 different times. I was shot twice, 5, and then 8 times. So 4 different separate shootings.
And yeah, if you see something before I get to it, please, if y'all have a question or something you want read or something, not the hellos and all that, just put an emoji. I don't care what you put. You can put a cheeseburger, you can put a heart. I don't care. I see it. Now, damn, I don't even want to get into you kind of answered that part about anything negative. We don't need to go there. Now, as a content creator, what made you start a YouTube channel, man?
You know, and Shan used to watch a lot more YouTube than I did. And she started putting me on to people like professional eaters, and she put me on Dame Drops early. And I was like, man, I can kind of do that. And then I started seeing people in my city doing it. And I was like, man, I really think I can eat that many tacos that fast, or I can eat those burgers. And so I just decided just one day to film it and see how it came out, you know? So really it was just seeing people around me in my own area doing it, you know, not the big names that, you know, she turned me on to, but just seeing local people enjoying it and having fun. So I was like, I can do that.
Wow. Now, when you started this channel, did you ever think you would have 80-something thousand people watching you?
You know, I hoped I would, you know. I would say not in the very beginning, you know, but as I started to put out more videos and more people was just telling me from time to time, man, you're going to have 10,000 before you know it. You're going to have 20,000 before you know it. And I started hearing it. And I was like, you know, I started believing it. So at first it was just doing it for fun. And then it kind of got a little serious for a while.
Yeah, man. So out of these 82,000, has anybody run up to you and just grabbed you and say, Triple B, it's really you and all that stuff?
Probably the craziest time was, and I was live when we did it. Me and Shan was going to Ohio, and we were chasing down, can't remember, it was a certain food item that she wanted. And we was like, all right, we'll drive to Ohio and we'll go get that food. And we just got to Ohio. We had just got to the location. We hopped out the car and I got on the sidewalk, and just a random group of probably about 10 little white kids, teenagers, you know, 12, 14, 13, 9, whatever, start yelling my name, Big Belly Bob, Big Belly Bob. And I was like, man, I was shocked because, like I said, I popped up in a random city in Ohio, you know, and a group of kids mobbed me on the sidewalk, you know. So that was probably one of the times that was like, wow, you know. But it's happened a few times, but not as much as some of the big channels, but I get it.
So you said not as much as some of the big channels. You don't consider 80,000 big?
Well, you know, when I mean big channels, I mean 1 million or 500, 600,000. I'm not trying to, 80,000, yes, is definitely a large channel. But as far as the stature of some of those bigger channels, you know, that's on commercials and TV. That's what I mean by that, by bigger channels.
Gotcha. Okay. Because 80,000 for me, man. Man, when I first started, y'all, I took a picture of the silver play button. If you don't know what that is, that's when you get 100,000 subscribers. And I took a picture and I put it in my phone. And then I did my first video that had probably about 5 views, and 3 of them were me. I said, man, maybe I need to delete this out of my phone. Well, I got, hold up, man, hold up. Let me.
Oh, well, yeah, you know, just a little sandwich, y'all. Just a little sandwich. All right, you can go. I'm gonna take me a bite. I ain't want to get too cold.
Why you taking a bite? Let me pull this down. I got to see something. That is a little sandwich, man. Let me see something, Bob. I might have something here. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all.
This whole burger is gonna be cheese. Yeah, we're gonna eat this whole burger and cheese. It's gonna get messy. How about that? It looks delicious. But let's go. Oh my goodness.
I'm over here trying to unwrap. Dame was like, it's like the popcorn. They're looking for the popcorn, baby. But ooh, there's that cheese. He had all that cheese. I was wondering mine was going there. So look, you got, as you can see, you got to have the hot dog split in half on the bottom. I got bacon. They broke it up. The bacon's down there. You got onions. I got cheese, the double patties, and I got a small fry on top with the pickle, the mayo, the ketchup, and all. It is still piping hot over here, baby. And he called out a lot of pro eaters. He's talking about the pro eaters, but he said, you know, I was waiting for him to say the hood eater, the hood pro. That's me. I'm a ghetto eater.
And now, what in the hell is a ghetto eater, Triple B? What is a ghetto eater?
Well, I was trying to be a ghetto eater when you had me off the screen because you see the first sandwich is already half of it gone.
Good God. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, that clip is 1 minute and 4 seconds. This dude just ate a half of a sandwich for him and 3 sandwiches for Rod in 1 minute.
That's a ghetto eater.
God. Okay, we got the answer to that question. We now know what a ghetto eater. Let me get these comments back up here, man. So, what was I? Lord have mercy, man. This dude here just messed me up with that. He a whole sandwich. And just asking says, sorry to hear that. Glad you are here. I'm gonna read some of these real quick. Shay says 17 times. My God. Lisa J. Stock says, how many different instances we answered that one? Then the Nichols say, look at God. God is good. And you got praying hands. And Lisa said kind of like what Rod said, damn. You know? All right. The Nichols say, that's why I say you ain't going nowhere until it's your time, and no one can set your time but him. And then we got everybody in here. So let me get back to these questions, man. I'm gonna get on this food for a second because I don't ask my questions in order, Triple B. I just jump all over the place. So
go for it.
Let me see what was I at here. I want to get into some of this food, man. Now, you do a lot of mukbangs, man. In case people don't know, that's just when you're sitting down, eating, and talking about whatever you want to talk about and filming. Do you prefer at-home mukbangs or restaurant mukbangs?
I like to do them both. I mean, obviously at home I can control, you know, everything. I can control the lighting. It really just like bugging me right here, but I ain't gonna mess with it just yet. But I might be able to get it. But I can control the lighting. I can control the sound. So yeah, at home I definitely would say that's my number one choice. But I like restaurants too because I like when that food come out nice and hot and fresh. I do like because people watch, you know, so that's how you get subscribers, you know. So I like them both.
So when I first watched your videos, way before this interview, when I was watching a lot, when I didn't have a lot going on, say 3-4 years ago, I said, man, this dude can really cook when you was doing them at home, right? But then I started researching. I started saying it, but I didn't put two and two together until I really dug into Triple B. You got a cheat code, man. When it comes to that home food, I thought that was you, man. But Miss Shan's recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all.
She slowed down, but
They got a video. All I'm gonna say it is smothered pork chops and loaded baked potato casserole. That's the whole title. I was into it because I just sit there and looked at the thumbnail, and I kept rewinding the beginning. I hope I didn't mess up your algorithm, but I kept rewinding. It was simmering in the stuff. But hey, man. So at home, you rather have it at home, but you like it to go out too. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it hard eating all that food, or you just eat all that food? I mean, you always ate like this, or?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big eater. Even like I say, when I started the channel, I always joke I grew into the name Big Belly Bob. Obviously, YouTube has a downside for somebody that, the weight sticks with you. Because when I started off, I was probably about 245 pounds. And for me, that was small because most of my adult life, I've been at least 300. So I was down to 240. And I was a lot more active. But now I'm getting older. Yeah. Stick with the question you asked. I've always been a fast eater, and I've always liked to eat a lot, So it ain't hard to take down no food. It's hard to stop sometimes.
Now, I don't know. It seemed like from when I first started YouTube, the mukbang community has kind of trimmed down a little bit. Do you think the cost of food, or people just got tired of eating? Do you think there was a reason behind it? Do you even think that's happened? Because to me, it just seemed like it's not as many mukbangers that it once was.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, like you say, a lot of them, definitely food prices have went up. Everything definitely went up on that. And me, I'm kind of going through a little bit of a rut right now where I'm kind of like, I eat every day, but sometimes I just don't. I'm tired from work. I don't feel like filming. And then another reason I say big YouTubers, because the ones that are really making a lot of money off of YouTube. So with that being said, like I said, the price of food, and if you're not getting tens of thousands of views, you're not really making any money. So it can be discouraging for people. Me, I like putting on a presentation. I like to put food up there that makes you want to eat it. So for me, how can I put that into words? I'm trying not to be rambling on here. But I do think for a lot of people, weight issues, health issues, and like you say, financial definitely is a major role in why we've lost a lot of people in the YouTube streets.
And you just brought up a good point, just thinking, and I don't want to get too deep into this, but thinking about the people that are doing YouTube, and I didn't even think of this, that say, like you say, I worked all day, then I got to buy the food, then I got to go home and eat the food, and I got to record, and I got to talk. That's a lot, Some days I don't feel like just sitting here talking, and not to add everything else you just put in the mix. So
you got to edit, you got to do all that. That's you got to put some hours into it. It ain't just, a lot of people think you just sit down and hit record. Some people can do that. Some people can just sit down, put some food up there, record, and just put the video out.
Right.
Me, it's not that simple because I still want to edit it. I still want to make sure everything looks good, and it can wear you down a lot. Miss Shan, when she does her cooking videos, she might be editing for a day or two just because she wanted to be right.
Wow. And man, I know she got some great content over there. Very good content. So now you've got a lot of accomplishments, and you said like going through a rut, things you're thinking about. What's one of the things that you've wanted to accomplish but have yet to accomplish? And I stress the word yet because I still believe you are. But what's one thing that you said, man, I really want to do that, but I haven't done it yet? YouTube, non-YouTube, I don't care.
Well, as far as YouTube, I mean, I still want my first 100,000. I still want to get that first 100,000, and I was on a good pace to get it, by the beginning of the early parts of this year. But then I stopped going. I'm putting out one video a week, so it's starting to. Now I'm fighting to lose subs, gain subs. So I definitely want to get the first 100,000. And I also have certain people I wanted to meet, and I still want to meet on YouTube, and I've met a couple of them. So it's still a lot of bigger channels out there that I want to eat with. It'd be an honor to eat with these people.
In more ways than one.
Oh, yeah, definitely more ways than one.
In more ways than one. So, off the top of your head, you said you met a few. What's one of the most memorable? I'm not saying your favorite. I'm not saying the best, but what's one of your most memorable content creators that you've actually met in person?
Well, the guy's name is Brandon the Garbage Disposal Clark. He's a whole character and some more. He's very smart. He's very helpful. Of course, he's one of the top eaters in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a funny guy, man. And that was so far the most interesting person I met so far from YouTube.
Wow. Now, I'm gonna put food along with something else. How hard is it managing being a mukbanger, eating all that food, and maintaining a healthy lifestyle? Or what you deem healthy, not what a book deems healthy, but what you, with your knowledge, being healthy. How hard is it balancing that?
And necessarily for me, I was doing a lot of food challenges. And I've seen people do it. If you're going to eat what I've been eating, I did it wrong. I should have been working out more. And I was doing good. I was walking, for a while, and I was losing weight again, and then I fell off. So the best thing I can tell you, if you're going to eat like this, make sure you get your exercise on. Make sure you get your exercise. But right now I don't eat nothing that the average person don't eat. Mm-hmm. It's just that for myself, I end up eating, and then I sit down for 2 hours and I edit a video, and instead of going out and walking it off. So if you want to stay healthy, you gotta put in the work off the camera.
And speaking of which, I know a few months ago you were doing like a live series, Walking for Health.
Right.
And I was tuning into some of those, and and from what I saw, just looking at the comments, being in some of the lives, and even speaking a couple of times, nobody was in there saying, well, are you doing this because you're a mukbanger? It was just people, it was just positivity. That's what I saw in the live stream.
Oh, so, yeah. Well, most recently was my attempt to get back at it. Mm-hmm. Now, so this is 2026, right? So yeah, in 2024, when I was really doing it, was that 2024? I think it was. Yeah, it was 2024. We were doing it every day. I didn't miss a day. I didn't miss a beat. The positivity was there. It was so motivating. I had people telling me that, Bob, I couldn't even walk to the end of my street. I made it to the light pole today. I made it around the corner today. So it was definitely helping me stay motivated, knowing that I was motivating other people to do it. And, I'm going to definitely try to kick it back off when the weather gets right and try to stick with it this time. But, it gets hard when you got a busy life,
Gotcha. Now, I got to ask, man. First of all, what's your favorite thing to eat of all the stuff? I think I may know, but I may be wrong, just looking at your videos.
Well, my favorite meal is obviously a meatloaf meal. Is my favorite meal. Mm-hmm. I love Mexican food, but I can tear down a nice huge pile of chicken, man.
I saw you devour chicken, man. Yeah.
I definitely can devour a nice crispy chicken.
Yeah, man, and I knew Mexican was in there. I knew that was. I saw quite a few Mexican videos, tacos, nachos. Speaking of which, man, and I'm not even at that section right now. It's just coming to my memory. And I had a discussion with someone, but you said growing up, when y'all had nachos, y'all always had Doritos. Is that the thing? And I thought back, and we never had nachos in my house.
Hmm.
Ever. The only time we had nachos, and I grew up in Arkansas, was when we went to the football game or a sporting event, a high school,
Mm-hmm.
and they had the nachos with the little cheese sauce.
Oh
That
yeah.
was it.
Oh yeah.
So when you said that, I started thinking, I was like, man, I didn't have either. I didn't have the tortilla chips nor the Doritos. We didn't even have them. So that was interesting. Then so I just had to say, now, man, real quick, have you ever looked at something and just said, man, that looked good, but when you bit into it, it wasn't quite what you thought it was going to be?
I definitely can say a few times. I mean, even the first time when I tried like the flaming hot, not Cheeto balls and stuff, you know, I was shocked at like, hey, there's actually no heat left on these Cheetos, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm not saying it was nasty tasting, but yeah, that definitely is one of those times. I was like, I wish I could have somehow incorporated the real, not the Cheeto flavor in there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are more for looks. But I mean, I've been to restaurants and definitely, I can't really name any food now, but it happens. It happens. Stuff looks better than what it really is.
Now, out of all the food you've eaten, and I'm not talking about no particular person, but what's the nastiest thing you've ever eaten?
Well, I've tried to eat them several times.
I think I know what you're about to say.
And I'm mainly I try to give them a chance just as much as because of obviously a close friend.
So stop right there. It starts with a P. And I'm gonna finish this off, but I'm not. That wouldn't be fair to Triple B. Go ahead, Triple B. Go ahead.
Yeah, you just left a recent comment on one of them. I can't get past the texture of pig feet. I can't, and that's why I know I'll never eat chitlins ever again. I mean, I ate when I was a young kid when they forced them on me, but I'll probably never eat chitlins either as an adult, just because I can't get past the texture of the pig feet.
You know, I ate pig feet growing up. Well, I spent more time looking at them than I did eating them because I had to build up my courage, but I was a little shouty and didn't have a choice. And I never thought of texture because all I saw was a big bone of fat. That's what it looked like. But then watching your video, you even stated, hey, I can't tell if this is cartilage. I can't tell what it is. I'm just looking for the meat.
Right.
And I was like, wow. But then you flipped the script on me. And you broke out them neck bones, man. Where in the world do you find them neck bones with all that meat, man?
Hey, we got a couple little hidden spots up here, but I think when I got the last was I got it from our international market we had up here. Mm-hmm.
I knew it was a market because you're not going to go to a regular grocery store and find it because you took one and just took your hands. You don't have small hands and just pulled a get just a knife. I said, damn, because I was told that I was adopted as a child because I just couldn't mess with neck bones. I had to get too close to the bone. So I would just pick it off and my pops almost knocked me out. But they wanted to suck and slurp and all that. But when I saw you, I said, man, those are neck bones I needed when I was a kid. It would have kept me out of trouble. So
Right.
Now, man, being that you're a mukbanger, do you frequent buffets? Because it seems like everything you eat is a buffet.
I was just talking to Shannon about that. Like, we need to hit up some more buffets. But with my job, we take our clients out very frequently to buffets, the Golden Corrals and the seafood Chinese buffets and stuff. I would like to eat at more buffets, definitely, because you get a variety, you know. And growing up on a Ponderosa as a kid, you know, that was the thing. You know, you go get the little tacos, you go get the burger, you go get the dressing, the mac and cheese, you know. So I would love to eat at a buffet every day if I could.
Gotcha. I'm shocked by that because it just seemed like I said, I saw you devour. I don't know where the chicken came from. I just know it was crispy. Oh man, it wasn't Church's. I forgot where. I don't even think you stated where it was from. Maybe you did, but
a couple of times they come from, you know, like the local. I know a couple of times a few years back, I used to get them from this place called Chicago Fish and Chicken, or somewhere like that. in the local hood spots that they fry it extra hard for you.
So do y'all go to Chicago a lot to like not to eat out and then go back home, but just like maybe hang out for a weekend and get your grub on? Or
I mean, me and Shannon only been to Chicago a couple of times since we've been together. I would love to go there all the time because I swear the food is just the greatest. I've never been to New York, so I can't put New York out of the game. But Chicago, living on the West Coast a little bit, and a couple other spots. Chicago's just a whole adventure, man. It's just a whole adventure.
I've been to both, and I think if you're looking for a variety, probably New York. If you're looking for some good down home, for real food, some soul food, somebody put their big toe in it. Chicago. And Chicago got other things other than soul food. Yeah, like that. Now, since you've never been in New York, I can't ask you. One of the questions I was going to ask was Chicago pizza, New York pizza. Totally two different things. Totally.
I've never had none in New York. I mean, we had places here that claim it's authentic, but I think honestly, I'm always going to be a Chicago deep dish type of person. I love the sauce. Versus, I know a lot of New Yorkers mainly little sauce, a lot of cheese or something. From what I see, but I love a lot of sauce, and so far the Chicago pizzas be having that sauce.
I'm glad you brought up sauce because that's on my list. Man, I was watching you put some sauce on some chicken. It wasn't hot sauce. I don't know what kind of sauce it was, but you took your time and made sure that it looked like it was a certain amount evenly on every piece. I think it was about 8 pieces. Is it an art to put this sauce on Triple B's?
Well, I mean, for me, honestly, like I said, when I do a mukbang, I want you to feel like you there with me eating, and growing up in the Midwest, and a lot of other places do it too, because DC do it. We like sauce over everything. We want it over the fries, the bread, the chicken. So yeah, you got to make sure it's saucy, baby.
You asked Miss Shan in a video, has she ever had Grey Poupon? And I heard her say C, but I never heard your answer. Have you ever had that? Look like some mustard to me. I mean, I don't know though.
I don't actually think I've ever had Grey Poupon. Not like I say, not as an adult. So I don't think I've ever had Grey Poupon.
Hey, if it yours said NYC pizza, baby. She from Brooklyn, so.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna say that.
Yeah. So that's a co-host on one of my shows, just asking for a friend as a co-host on another. So good to have both of y'all in here. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate Tanya and Keisha being here, and Pretty Timmy, who's a guest co-host on the show as well. Hey man, going back to these pig feet, we ain't gonna get deep in them, but what do you think a pig feet plate would cost these days? Because people act like they really selling something big with those.
Well, I mean, people been saying the prices have went up. Especially like chitlins definitely went up. Pig feet went up. I've never actually seen it on the menu anywhere, but other than one of my clients the other day, I took him to the barbecue spot, and she got a barbecue pig feet. And to be honest, I'm probably going to try it one day. I'm going to probably give it one more shot because so far, the only times I've had pig feet was once with Lips. He was the first person to have me eat a pig foot. And then the other time I made it myself, and another time a client made it. So I feel like when I ate it with Lips, I ate it at a restaurant. So I do want to give it another shot, and I want to try a barbecue pig foot. I definitely do. And it wasn't that bad. I think it was only like $5 or something for the pig foot. So,
see, reason I asked that question, I thought about it, and I just want to get your take on it. Something that my ancestors and possibly your ancestors, it was given to them as scraps,
right? The
leftovers. Now it's one of the most costly things when you walk into a grocery store. I'm not going to say necessarily pig feet. I know oxtails, you're going to pay for them. Chitlins, you're going to pay for them. But that's what was thrown out as scraps. I mean, that just I really couldn't. I wrapped my mind around it, but I kind of prevented from wrapping my mind around it. So you ever thought about that? I mean, you may have never thought about it.
Well, I mean, no, I mean, like I said, my job, I work with a lot of senior citizens, and they love to cook. I wish I could have took a video yesterday because it was pots of chitlins and all type of pig parts everywhere. So it's a high demand food in the community. I mean, why wouldn't they raise the price on it? It brings back a lot of memories. It's a good wholesome meal for a lot of people. It started off as scraps, but we turn anything into gold.
Well, I ain't gonna tell you what they say at Arkansas. I let y'all figure it out, but they turn sugar into something. Y'all figure the rest. Okay, so now that word in the sugar or whatever, y'all know what I'm saying here. So I see something, but I have a question here from Event Yours Experience, and this is a great question. I think I know the answer, but do you eat all the food every time? Or do you not eat for hours before a mukbang?
Hold on, let me get this cord, man. It's bugging me. I gotta back up a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna take you down. Want me to take you down?
In there, 1 second.
Okay. Hey, I want to take the time to thank everybody for being here while Triple B changes his cord. And that's a great question, Tanya and Timmy. I want to know the answer to that one. But I'm going to go ahead. And once I bring Triple B back up, I see this in the comments real quick. It's RIP Lips, and I'm going to not get deep into that. I don't even know enough to get deep into that, but I do have a questions. And you're going to find out, I think he's ready to come back on. Let me make sure. Yeah, I believe he is. All right, you good, bro?
Yeah, I had this because, when you're on this phone, I really can't see the StreamYard chat unless I switch it at the bottom. So
okay,
my iPad over here died on me. So
you need a few
back up. No, we're good. I'm good.
All right. So I got, who was it? Shadow Sun, The Wall. And hey, I got to shout out a couple of people that came in. Well, we got to do this question first of all. Did we answer that question?
No, you was asking, before I do a mukbang, do I eat before or something like that?
Yeah. Do you eat all the food every time, or do you not eat for hours before mukbang?
Lately, I'm gonna be honest. Lately, I've been more subconscious about how much I eat on camera because, just like anybody else, I get a lot of negative comments. I mean, a ton of negative comments.
Mm-hmm.
But for most of my YouTube career, I eat all the food. If it's up there, I'm trying to eat it all because, like I said, I'm a big eater. Even before I had this, and the only reason I want to kill this sandwich, I swear I do. But I've just been letting it sit up there for a while. And Shan, before we started this, I had a little snack of some fries and some other stuff. And I can eat. Let's just say I can eat, man. I can eat and then turn around and do a mukbang right after and eat all the food. So just depends on the day. Some days I might not eat before, but most days I'm snacking before I even get to the camera.
Dang.
That's just being honest.
I got a question, man. These people ain't really paying attention right now. You say you just want to kill a sandwich. Won't you eat it? You just...
I just been kind of let it go. I've been, talking, and I don't want to be caught with a mouthful of food over here or something, but
you want me to take you down and let you?
Oh, no, I ain't shot like that now.
It's only gonna take you a minute.
You get people the real me now, I ain't saying that.
You kill the first part in a minute, so we only need a minute. We only need like two, maybe two. So,
yeah, it's only about 3 bites, man.
Lord, boy,
maybe 2.
This man can eat. Hey, let me shout out a couple people here that came in. We got the Griffins that came in the house. Thank y'all for being here. A great question, Event Yours, Tanya and Timmy. Thank y'all. We got Trap Vision 3D in the house. Say, yo, what it do,
What's up,
fam?
Trap?
And Trap was the first one I actually heard say this, Triple B Squad, even before I knew the Triple B Squad. I heard him say it. So, excuse me, man. But I want to pull this up. RIP LLIPS. And I'm not gonna, like I said, while Triple B was backstage getting resituated, what I really want to focus on is what I thought Lips. I knew he was a very prominent mukbanger, but I thought his name derived because people were saying, and I don't think so, that he had big lips. And I thought that's why he got the name. I mean, that's how they did it in my country. You know, if you're trying to describe somebody and they don't know who you're talking about, you just say, oh, Crooked Foot Bob, not Bob, Crooked Foot Billy. You know, you describe something. So I thought that's what they were doing. But LIPS actually stands for Living Life in Positive Serenity. I did not know that until I stepped outside of my box, which is the travel and credit card niche, the investing niche, the talk show variety show niche, and went into the mukbang niche and started preparing, watching Triple B. And I'm like, man, here it is. I'm thinking this is just a nickname. And this name, Living Life in Positive Serenity.
Yeah. The brother was a deep man. He was very smart, very intelligent. I mean, obviously, you know, he used the play of his lips to as part of it. But I guess, you know, he decided to take it a little bit more deeper than that. But all of that, yeah, he definitely wanted to focus on them lips. That was his thing. But yeah, a lot of people didn't know. But you know, well, you know, if you watch Lips, if you really watch Lips videos, he was full of a lot of knowledge. And I always tell my version of him is he was put on this earth for a reason. I wish we could have had him here longer. But his mukbangs, it's like going to church sometimes. You know, sometimes he just seemed like he was talking directly to you. And he definitely wanted the best for everybody around him. He was a very loving man.
Okay. And I know you did a moment of silence, and I was going to bring it up there, but I chose not to. You did a moment of silence for him. He was part of the moment of silence that we did prior to the live stream starting. So if you missed that, you can go back and check out the replay. Now, going back to and just a couple of things about Liv, you kind of answered everything I had. Did you ever get a chance to meet him in person, or?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was starting to become we've been down there to Atlanta maybe about 6 times. We made the travel, 7 times down there. Definitely got to hang out. We hung out plenty of times. I mean, the first time I met him was during my birthday weekend. And then we turned around and went down there a couple more months after that. And then we went down there for Shannon's birthday and turned around. And so definitely got to hang out with him a lot of times. A lot of times off the cameras. You know, those people think, well, you just want to go hang around. He's a bigger channel and you just want to be on his channel. And we had so many opportunities to film videos together. But we really just used to hang out and talk, you know, and have a good time.
Well, the last thing I got to say about Lips, I want to leave on a kind of comical note. I was watching a video and you and Miss Shan was doing a mukbang, and you said Lips said he liked the way you ate those chicken thighs, and you just didn't know how you felt about it.
Yeah, that's how he said it too, man. He's like, ooh, the way you ate them thighs, brother. Yeah, he loved to eat too.
Y'all excuse me, man. That just cracked me up. But hey, man, that's all I really had about that. But all right, man. I'm sorry. That just let me see, what was I at here, man? You got me over here crying, laughing now. Hey, man, you talk about these OM burgers. What is an OM burger? I couldn't figure that out, man.
Well, you know, it's supposed to be, it was a play. I'm assuming they wanted to do like OMG, but they did the OM cheese. The first time I saw it was, now I'm going to have a brain freeze on the guy's name, but it's the brother that you do all the food reviews, and he take his glass and he throw them against the wall. Now I had to put you on my link, but his name is skipping my mind all of a sudden, but he originally did the video, and the burger was in Japan. And so I think Applebee's saw that being popular over there, and they decided to bring it out over here. Obviously, you showed a video earlier of me pouring cheese all over a burger anyway. Right. But I mean, it's just a cheeseburger with some extra for the cheese lovers, you know.
Gotcha. Now, I think, hold up. Man, you eat quite a bit of different types of food. Is there anything you're allergic to? Like any type of food? Shellfish, fish?
No. At this point, I haven't come across anything I couldn't eat. So far, nothing.
Is it Rick Lax, the guy that throws his glass against the wall or something like that?
No. Now that my tablet's back on while we chat now, I'll find them. I'll get it for you. Hold on. I'm an Android user, so sometimes I hate dealing with an iPad, but his name shouldn't take me long. Of course, today will be the day that it will take all day, but I know I can find a short of them sooner or later.
All right. Well, why are you looking for that, man? Ooh.
Go for it.
Well, it's one question I should ask a while back and I didn't, but I'm gonna let you get that together real quick.
No, go ahead and ask your question, man. We multitasking around here.
If you could meet, keyword being meet, someone you never met, if you could meet one person, who would it be and why? Celebrity, non-celebrity, I don't care who it is.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. You kind of got me on that one because I could have answered easily on YouTube. There's a couple people I want to meet. In real life,
it could be anybody. It could be a YouTuber. It could be a celebrity, non-celebrity, whoever it is. It don't matter. It could be the cricket around the corner. Whoever.
I mean, YouTube. Obviously, I want to meet Dame Drops. Then I thought I had the guy for this is weird. There's another YouTuber that was following me. He's one of the top eaters in the world again. And that's Notorious Notorious B.O.B. Notorious Bob. Mm-hmm. And then, other than that, I mean, I would just like to meet any of my celebrities we grew up watching. I'd love to meet Denzel Washington and people like that. I don't really give it too much thought on that, Yeah, I don't, they got me on that one. They got me. That's one of them job interview questions that they ask you.
Man.
What's one thing that that a situation you had where you had to deal with somebody? I hate those questions in job interviews because you can't never remember what they wanted,
Nobody, that question stumps everybody. And matter of fact, I'll be honest with you because I changed the question up this time because I'll usually say who's someone you'd like to meet past or present. And my answer has always been my great grandfather. But how can I meet someone that I've already met? I can't. So now I got to come up with an answer my dang old self. So until I come up with an answer, I'm not asking anybody until I come up with who I would really want to meet that I've never met. So I guess I got some work to do before my next interview. I won't be doing one. So now, as the person you are today, what would Triple B today tell the younger Triple B? What advice would you give to the younger you?
Like I said earlier, as far as the YouTube Triple B, I definitely would, like I said, tell myself to exercise a lot more, and to lay off a lot of that sugar because I'm real bad with sugar. Now, I would love, like everybody, I would love to go back in time and just, to stop myself from doing a lot of stupid things I did as a kid. But my life it ain't the worst life. You know, I ain't saying I'm living bad. So it's not too much I would tell my younger self. But I definitely would correct some mistakes. But as far as YouTube, definitely I should have exercised a lot more. Because I put on some pounds. I'm not gonna lie. I put close to 170 pounds on since I started doing YouTube.
Gotcha. Well, my next question is going to kind of piggyback there, but I'm going to do something different here. And I haven't thought of this question. It's just coming to my head. But I'm going to answer it as well. I'm going to ask you, and then I'm going to answer. Hopefully it'll be two different answers. But
Okay.
what advice would you give to a young brother right now that's going into the real world as a man? Not say the 18-year-old, the 19, let's say let's say 23 to 25. I'm gonna get off that 18, 17 because they ain't ready.
Yeah, they stupid.
So
I mean, there's so many. I mean, being a man, I mean, the main thing I say is just be a man of your word and
tough, huh?
Yes,
I ain't even thinking mine right now. That's why I'm talking, because so I won't think of nothing. I'm gonna be because I don't know what I'm gonna say.
You know, I mean, it's just don't expect nothing to come easy. You know, definitely. I've always been a believer. What you put in is what you get out. So, but just if you say you're gonna do something, do it, man. Don't procrastinate. Don't waste time. I mean, no one's promised tomorrow. So definitely go out there, and if you gotta go, shoot for it. Don't wait. Time's the one thing I always say we can't get back in life. So yeah, I mean, just be a man in your word and follow through on everything that you say you're gonna do. And just, you know, don't let I don't know, there's so many things on that one. My main thing is just be a man of your word, you know, and if you say you're gonna do it, follow through with it. If you're gonna, you know, just don't. Man, I think that guy's name is Jordan.
Jordan. See, that's why that was stuck in your head. You trying to figure out that dude that you meet. But I think my advice.
There he is.
And I've never asked this question, and I have, but I've never turned around and asked myself. I would say 23 to 25, one of the first things to do is take competition out of your vocabulary. And what I mean by that, as I've gotten older, I'm not competing with anybody. I'm competing with Rod. That's it.
Right.
But as a younger Rod, I seemed to be with everyone around me. I wanted to be like them or be better. And like you said, be a man of your word. Stay 2 steps ahead. My mama said it a long time ago, but she didn't put it in those words. You know, people can take what you had. They can take your clothes, your money, your jewelry, and all that, but they can't take what's up here. If you take what's up here and you stay 2 steps ahead, again, there is no competition, but you're just staying 2 steps ahead of life. Whether it's with investments, whether it's looking out for your family, when you get one, stay 2 steps ahead. And that would be my advice. That would be it. It was like you said, way more than that, but I'm not about to sit up here and name.
No, but you know, you hit on a good point. Like, I was gonna say, don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses, you know. Focus on you. Because how they got there might not be the way you need to go. You might not need to go down that road. But I've never been that type of person that's gotta have the best clothes, I gotta get every Jordans and all that. No, I'm not worried about that. Like you said, man, just don't be in competition, but with yourself.
I tell you, Triple B, I said in a live stream, and I think I only said it once, but I can definitely remember what I said. You know, while you're seeing the Joneses outside, they could be the Williams when they go inside. Meaning what you see in outside may not be really them once those doors close and they get inside.
Oh, yeah.
They may be eating cheese sandwiches every night, but driving a Benz.
That's true.
Lights could be 35 minutes from being turned off, but they got 4 cars in the garage. So don't get caught up with the Joneses.
Oh, yeah.
Be the Joneses. Resonate. All right, moving on, man. You made me I forgot I was in an interview, y'all. I thought we were just up here chit-chatting, man. And that's what I want. Just conversations. This is not an interview. It's really a conversation. Just two brothers chopping it up, spreading positivity, talking about different things. Now, one of the last questions, we get ready to bring this to an end, and we're right where I kind of want to be between an hour and a half. I wanted to say, how does YouTube bring us together as a people? But is it really? Let me rephrase that question. How could YouTube bring us together as a people? I'm also going to answer this one as well.
I mean, the YouTube. I mean, I was down that road, and I was wondering if this was ever going to come up in this conversation, and I tried my best to create a positive group, a positive environment. And I see at home, Lisa's in here, so she's definitely been supporting my channel probably the longest out of most people on YouTube, and that'd be Miss Lisa. And she knew in the beginning, she was part of my group in the beginning, and we were trying our best to just be a big supportive family. We used to call it the One Big Happy Family. But YouTube, to me, it's just like everything else. They always use the term with crabs in the barrel and all that. It's just, like you said, you got to remove the competition part of it. You got to make it more fun. Because too many people are worried about how many views this person get, how many views that person get, and they forget to just enjoy their own content. So but see, that's kind of like I don't get out into that deep stuff as far as like the Black community and all this, but me, myself, I tried to reach out to all type of content creators. It wasn't just if he was Black or Mexican, nothing like that. But for us to uplift, and we got to remove the competition. That's just the main thing. You got to stop worrying about the next person and enjoy your content. And in your heart, you have to truly want to see somebody else succeed for it to work. And I see just a lot of people I ran across over these years are so worried about everybody else instead of their own self. And they're not really out here helping nobody. They just out here trying to piggyback off somebody else's success and all that. And so you got to move the competition, man. You just have to. And I've seen it a lot. People I thought was real close, but they secretly behind each other, stabbing them in the back. So it's
a wise man once told me, and it wasn't me, I'm not being funny. And he's led it by saying he didn't make it up. He said, a good leader is only as good as his people. You want your people to be better than you are. You can't do that with creating a negative atmosphere. That's not going to happen. You have to have, in the Navy, we call it a PMA, a positive mental attitude. And going down that same road, I got with a group of content creators shortly after I started YouTube. I wasn't the leader. No one was the leader. We were just, my idea was to have a group of people that I had met, and I knew they were positive and there wouldn't be any competition and we could grow. And that was the alliance, which Meet and I, your favorite couple, the Catrins, Kayla Marr, the Griffins, and Dee Bryan, who's no longer on YouTube. And when I started it, I had more subscribers than everybody. Now they all have more subscribers than me.
Right.
But I'm going to go back. And I wasn't the leader, but it was the vision. I never cared about how many subscribers they had, who had more than who. But the mark of the person that had a vision wanted to see these people outgrow him anyway. And that's why I asked, so I'm going to answer the question, how could YouTubers assist one another? Collaboration over competition. I hear that from your favorite couple all the time. Collaboration over competition, working together. I asked myself, how did I meet a Big Belly Bob? How did I meet a Keep It Over the Griffins? A Meet and I, just asking for a friend. At Home with Lisa, CC's Texas Garden. By going out, saying hello. I wasn't going in people's live streams trying to find out are the walls matching the clothes and all. I was just going, hey, how's everybody doing? How y'all doing? My name is Rod, or I'm PBT, or whatever I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
If we continue, not because Rod did it, but if we continue to see people grow and rise and not worry about did they pass me,
Mm-hmm.
this is not rocket science. That's why we're still trying to figure things out. I'll let y'all figure out what I'm saying. No, I don't do that on Points Blank Spread. That's why Black people is trying to still, to this day, get ahead, because we keep knocking each other down.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it.
I mean, it happens everywhere. The place, the YouTube, and just life in general. I mean, it's kind of a downside and not embarrassment, but sometimes I'm embarrassed for my people, because I go into a lot of these different communities. Now, me being a mukbanger, of course, and I met a lot of competitive eaters, and their community is so supportive.
Mm-hmm.
It's so supportive. And I wish we had it more like that in our community. And they're just so supportive. They follow, they support, they just they all do their own thing, but it's just so much support, so much positivity that I wish the Black mukbang or the Black YouTube side could just pick up some of that. It's just, like you said, it's the crab in the barrel. It's just, and that's why I'm glad I got to meet other people outside of my niche,
Mm-hmm.
or my everyday life of, I live in dominantly Black cities a lot of my time, so you know what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to meet some other folks, man, and I know it can be done.
Oh, yeah, it can be. It's just
I know it can be done. So, but like you said, man, you got to surround yourself with people that are like-minded and strong enough that they're not worried about what I'm doing. They're not worried about what you're doing, and that's the key.
What, man, if I want to laugh every day, Triple B, if I want to crack up every day, I can just grab my phone and go to Instagram and go to anything I've posted the day before, the day of.
Mm-hmm.
And I can look at how many people watch what I'm doing day in and day out and week in and week out and month in and month out, but they've yet to hit the like button.
Mm.
And it just cracked me up. I just sit there and laugh, man. I'm like, wow, man.
Well, yeah.
It's that bad. But, we don't want to beat a dead horse with negativity. I just wanted to.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
And the nickel said, that's the truth. At Home with Lisa says, so true. And Sunlight Chatty said, it is to be a supportive community now. It used to be a supportive community. Now it isn't. Yeah. And that's what's crazy. And then the Griffins say, Triple B, when you did the OSHF collabs, it was such a great time to be on YouTube. And it make you, what I trip out, and I had one of he was actually the owner of a business I worked with, multi-millionaire. And he said, man, he asked one day, we were at a director's meeting, and he said, man, we were doing something. It worked so well, we stopped doing it. Can anybody answer the question why? You could hear a mouse piss on cotton. Mm-hmm. There was no answer. Nobody knew the answer.
Right.
And reading that comment, it was such a great time on YouTube. Why can't it still be one? But I didn't bring Triple B up here to try to fix YouTube. I just had it's going to take more than two people. So
yeah. I mean, like you said, you just
and we really it's when you look at YouTube, Triple B just said something. It's not just a single color. It's like a box of crayons. Mm-hmm. You don't have to get stuck with Blacks because you're Blacks or whites because you're whites. They're nice people across different cultures. I can tell you, being in the Navy and traveling the world several times, I don't have time. I just did a show just asking for a friend, and I did a show earlier Tuesday. I don't have time to worry about what people are wearing or what they have. I'm worried about surviving for Rod. I mean, it's just me and mine is my family. So, with that being said, Triple B, I got two more questions, man. I'm gonna let you get out of here.
I'll go for it. Go for it. I'm chilling, man. I'm here till you want to end it. You know.
All right. So, well, then in that case, let me find something that's really good then. Well, now this one question I wanted to ask. I don't know if it's really good or not. You had these two dogs, man. These the same two dogs you always had? Because I swear you had like some monster looking dogs. Then I saw a dog riding the car looking so studious.
No, well, one of them let me, my Labrador, she stayed by me all day long.
Okay, it was a black lab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, because I just wonder if I said it looked like a Labrador, but it had a pointed face like a Doberman.
Mm-hmm.
So he or she was so still.
Yeah. She thinks she a person, man. She thinks she a person, man. She really loves the car. Like if she runs out the house or something, I just open up the car door, she coming right back. She loves to ride. If she sees Shannon put on some pants and see me put on some pants, she already know what the deal is.
Time to
go. About to go get in that car. If she could sleep in the car all night long, she probably would sleep in the car. Literally, she loves going for a ride. King, we got to force in there. Once he get in there, he cool. But I get out the driver's seat, go in the store. She's sitting right up in there, like waiting on me to get back. So yeah.
Is King a pit bull or?
King is a pit bull. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's okay. Because I remember this was a couple years ago. I think you were grilling outside, and you had. Maybe I just saw one of them because boy, he was looking vicious, but it didn't look like the one that was in the front seat.
It probably was King, but Dealer can get act up a little bit. But yeah,
it was King because I think in that live you said back in the day everybody had a dog named King, and this was a couple years ago, and I still remember that. I didn't even find it this time. So
yeah, definitely, I definitely remember that. Shannon said we should have named him Socks, but I don't know. I wanted to name him King.
Socks? What, for Chicago, the White Sox or something?
Nah, because he got black legs and white feet, so it looked like he got on some socks.
Oh, that would have been cool, man.
Yeah.
So, one question I want to, you may not even know the answer, man, but what make people just want to sit up and watch somebody eat? Is that like a fetish?
Well, I mean, you go into the different types. You got the ASMR. Obviously, the sounds are stimulating to some people. I've had people tell me they watch me eat because they can't eat the food, either their diet, either their health issues. And they've honestly told me that watching me eat helps them feel full. So it's a lot of reasons why people would want to watch people eat. Me personally, I like just to see the food, Sometimes I don't even care what they're talking about. I don't care nothing. I just want to see the food. So for me, I like seeing the food. It makes me want to go try it and eat it. But I've had a lot of people tell me when they be in the hospital, they're sick, that my videos have helped them get through because it helps make them feel full.
Wow. And so that could be like, it's therapeutic. It's kind of like it really for various reasons. And I could see, spending some time in 24 in the hospital, I probably would have just sit there and watched you too if I'd had access to YouTube, because I would have felt I was out.
Right.
People, it's various reasons, but especially the ASMR. I mean, I'm just hearing people crunch. Even your videos, I was just getting hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. Next thing I'm in the refrigerator in the kitchen. So I could hear it. But I could see the positivity. Well, one thing I don't see with a mukbang, unless you just have something wrong with you, you can't come out of them with a negative attitude unless you're just mad before you went in there and wanted something to bitch about.
Yeah.
So you got people, I mean, especially when it's like you and Miss Shannon, you got two people sitting there talking. So here's a question from Event Yours. Let me see. Hey, Tasharia, we got a couple more people came in the house. We got Diva Mom. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Shadows on the Wall came in earlier, and I don't think I said that name. Hey, do me a favor. If you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button.
Yes, Mark. Her name is Mark, Shadows on the Wall. That's a close friend of Shannon and I.
Oh, okay.
So
Hey,
make sure you subscribe, Marsha. I mean, Marsha,
let me
to
pull that
Point Blank,
name.
all his channels.
Yes, yeah, just
But
subscribe, y'all. We are working hard to get this channel monetized. I do have a date that I'll probably be announcing over the weekend. I'm actually moving my goal up because I feel like not Rod, all y'all, I feel like we can do it. So we need to get that. I need to get me a cool commercial. I almost got, man, y'all's intro is like watching a not funny like a cartoon, but like we're the Flintstones. Y'all so like, yeah, I had it, man. Wait, subscribe to the channel, hit that like, comment down below.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I had it, man. I watched some of your videos. I said, Lord, I ain't gonna never get this song out my head. It ain't even a song.
You know, and Shannon was the one that kind of made me start singing a little bit. And Brother Lips definitely, you got to get this video thumbs up. You got to comment down below, baby. And don't forget to share it out. Share it. And
Thank
just
you
hit
for
that
ruining
subscribe
everybody
it.
else's night.
Hit that notification bell, damn it.
Man, I need me something like them at the AI there because I ain't gonna
Oh,
never.
man, you got it. You got it, man. You got it.
I never remember my own intro. I'd be like,
Sometimes it just comes to you.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I
hey,
always call Shan my YouTube coach because she be picking up on something. You need to do that more often. You need to do that, So it's always good to have that person that loves you to tell you when you're doing something bad and when you're doing something good,
you already answered this question, and I didn't see it, but Tanya and I, we have a series together, live and direct on both our channels. So, question we already answered. I'm just gonna read it. You ever had someone say they like seeing you eat from a fetish standpoint? I heard there are people out there like that. Well, I guess we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't touching that one. I ain't touching. I ain't touching that one. My stomach, hey, I don't know if this Tanya, Tim. I'm gonna put my money as it's Tanya though. My stomach growling now. I'm going to make me a damn sandwich. Now I know it's Tanya.
That was a good sandwich now. It was.
Hey, y'all, please subscribe to Big Belly Bob. Man, I'm telling you, even if you want to get food ideas, also, make sure I get this right, Miss Shan's Shorty Recipes.
100.
Miss MS Shan's Shorty Recipes.
Yes, sir.
If you can't go over there, I can't cook, and I'm almost ready to try something. I got to go get the groceries first, but I know I'm not gonna get it right.
You got it. She does a good job of, sometimes I always say, maybe you should do the quicker videos like a lot of people do. But I like the fact that she does take the time and gives you a chance to watch along with her. And a lot of recipes, some are a little harder than others, but a lot of them you pretty much can copy and do. And it's kind of hard living with her because it's always some sweets or something laying around.
Man, but now is she from the South originally, or is she from Gary in Indiana also?
She was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Somebody had to teach her how to throw down like that.
Yeah, she says her and her mom used to like to cook a lot. And her pops liked to cook too. I wasn't fortunate enough to meet her mom, but I did meet her pops. So yeah.
Well, just asking for a friend, my other co-host said, both my co-hosts said you got them thinking about the same thing about eating. Now, if y'all charge me, we're gonna charge Triple B because he the reason y'all hungry, not me.
Well, that means my job is done. That's what I tell people. They say, man, I gotta go cook something. And my job is done, then.
You know one thing that got me, man, not only did y'all y'all didn't make nothing. No, not only did Miss Shan make these bum smothered pork chops, y'all had a plate time. We even got one for y'all, man. My mind was like trying to get.
We gotta feed you guys, man. It's a show. We honestly try to do our best to put on a nice presentation. And a lot of people don't realize how much work can go into a mukbang. You got to plot these meals. I got, even in this studio room right here, I got a stack of just multiple random plates over there, not including what we got down in the cupboards. So we do our best to try to make you feel like you're there with us.
Wow. Tanya confirms. She said you already know it's the queen. Hey, there's Big Belly Bob's YouTube channel. Please, if you go there now, return back. Here's my first song. If you go there now, return back, and that's it. That's the song. So, but hey, man, subscribe to Big Belly Bob. You won't be disappointed, man. Just positive vibes, good times. It's kind of is I don't mukbang, but this channel is just created for people to come and just chill out. Friday night, Tuesday night, just depend on whenever we have something scheduled. So, all right, man. I want to stay on here longer, but I can't keep you on here just for the heck of it.
Okay. I mean, I ain't in a rush. If you got some more, but hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. No,
I don't have to go.
I enjoyed myself so far. So,
now, I do have a question though, and it's actually on my list here, man. You got a lot of tattoos. Do you have a favorite that's on your arms and everywhere?
Well, I mean, I would love to get done. Of course, I got my kids on there. I mean, on my back, I got something from my brother and my father that passed away. So that would be my favorite. And if you want to know exactly by how many I have, I got about 66 tattoos.
66 tattoos.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them.
Is any one of them the number 17? Because I'd get that one if I was you.
Number 17. Now I'm 17. But I do have some. I mean, it's going to be hard to show on here, but
hold up. No, it ain't that hard. Hold on.
But you know, if you can see in here, I don't know, but it over here, you know, it's a Grim Reaper with a guy on his deathbed, you know. And that was pretty much like me telling him I'm not ready to go yet. I mean, I have 9 lives and survivors. So a lot of my tattoos in the earlier years was symbolizing, you know, the stuff I've been through with all the drama and the stuff I told you earlier in life. You know, and I always kind of, some of those kind of mean a lot to me because I made it. You know, I'm still here. I always tell people God's got me here for a reason. My older brother, you know, was a church guy, and he bought a house down the street from my mom's, and you know, he was the good son, I would say. And I'm not saying I was a horrible son, but I definitely wasn't the good son. And God took him away early. And me being shot 17 times, 4 different occasions, he kept me here for a reason. And anybody that ran across me on YouTube, I mean, you're going to hear different versions of this and that, but anybody that truly ran across me on YouTube, no, I'm here to help. I'm always trying to help. Sometimes I might get a little too helpful. And that's why I say God kept me here for a reason. And I want to spend my time on this earth helping and giving back. Sorry if I went off another subject, but yeah.
No, you wouldn't, because you about to bring me on the same subject. You know, that has a lot of validity to it. You know, I was that out of the two, the baddest son. It doesn't mean I was horrible or terrible, but out of the two candidates, I was the worst one. You know? So we share a lot in common. And then here I am now, and all I want to do is help people. Mm-hmm. And I'm finding out just with this conversation, Triple B and I have a lot more in common than I thought. I've been told that I'm like a cat with 9 lives. In 2009, I had blood clots in both lungs. They told me if I'd have waited one more day, I wouldn't be here right now. Mm. 2024, I had 2 scares. One of them I didn't count. That was a 28-day hospital stay. I'm going to be probably doing a production on that soon. And 2025, I was attacked by 4 pit bulls. Mm. At once, wasn't no 4 different occasions. And I walked away with a broken wrist. That was it. Mm. I wasn't shot 17 times, but the doctor said, if one of them would have got you, you wouldn't be here right now.
Right. Yeah, nah, the pit bull, they'll get you, you know, they stubborn, you know, and they get that neck or get you on that ground, it would have been over. So
and the last thing about that Triple B, in 2009, my Navy mentor, which was that wise man I was talking about earlier, mm-hmm. He came to the hospital. He leaned down in my ear right before he got ready to leave. He said, "Hey, looky here, MF. Mm-hmm. I don't know why God kept you here, but he kept you here for a reason. It's time you figure it out. Probably right around 10 years later, I had a content creator tell me the same thing, who I'm not gonna say who it is right now, but and I really believe it. And someone in the comments said that earlier about you. So, you know, when you're given those opportunities, and someone else may be going through the same thing like that. When you're given those opportunities, take heed. You know, that's why you see certain people trying to help, and you see certain people still trying to kick people down. Mm-hmm. I don't care about kicking one off the ladder. I want everybody to be on the ladder. So,
right.
All right. So, the Nichols said, "Live out your purpose, brother." And the Nichols, hey, y'all check them out. I did had a conversation with them. They were my last conversation. And you have Rod. You two have a purpose, and now we got the third person. Okay, they actually told me that before now. Big Belly Bob, hell, my brother. We got Charlene Hill. She's been a guest on the show as well. Love and blessings to everyone in the chat. And I'm sorry, I was getting ready to say, hell, my brother Rod, aka Rob. She always mess with me with that. There's two people there on YouTube that mess with me. So at least Lisa said at home. Lisa said, God is so good, so powerful. My husband definitely has a testimony, because if it wasn't for God, he would not be here today. I thank him. And I saw that on your Instagram, Lisa, and I wanted to say something and I didn't, but that is a testimony. And y'all go check out her Instagram, or if she decided to put it in the comments, it will be on her. But from what I read in your post, God is good. Y'all go check it out, or unless she put it in the comments. So, all right, Triple B, where are you from? And this is Frankie Terrell just coming. So, you mind sharing how you got shot and how it changed your life? We kind of did it already. If you want to sum it up, I can sum it up because I was paying attention.
I mean, it just, like I said, I tell people, we're not promised tomorrow. I'm from Gary, Indiana. I grew up in the mid-'90s when Gary was definitely murder capital of the world for several years in a row. But to be honest, a lot of the times that I got shot, I was taken up for somebody else. Somebody was either getting bullied or harassed, or I was taken up for other people. Now, one of the times it's happened to catch somebody breaking in my house. So, you know, it's just how it is. It's just growing up in Gary, Indiana. They didn't believe in fighting too much.
And for a lot of people, it's growing up like in a lot of cities and towns. A lot of people think it's all in the bigger cities. I grew up in a small town, and I can tell you, my hometown was the #1 problem capital of the state of Arkansas, right underneath Little Rock. And the population was only 6,000 people. So,
everybody know everybody.
Yeah. And you didn't come from there. So, but now, we talked about what would you tell a young brother? We talked about all that, you know, and I'm looking at everything that's going on right now, and it's a lot. It's more than I even pay attention to. Do you have any concerns with Bob, Triple B, Miss Shan, your family, and this AI thing?
I mean, AI is crazy. I mean, as far as I don't like AI and on the YouTube thing, and Instagram and Facebook, because you'll never know what's real anymore. Man, I mean, like I say, it's going to be a lot of people losing jobs when it's just AI is. I mean, it's almost like when you with the Terminator movie. You know, what is the world really going to come to? Is it everything going to be ran by AI? I see a lot of people taking the easy way of doing AI video. Man, that AI is something else. It's starting to get out of hand already. Unless you're watching the little pit bull and the little chihuahua AIs, them hilarious.
Well, I got to get them little kids. I saw one today, he had me cracking up. But you're right. We're not going to know what's real, what's not real. It's already happening. I will say, and I haven't heard anyone say this, and this may be a reason you want to subscribe to the channel. AI reminds me, if I had to use an analogy, of a hurricane. We know a hurricane's coming. We We don't know exactly. They're getting better. They kind of know when it's going to hit. But yet, a lot of people don't get prepared. They don't leave. They don't move. They just going to ride it out.
Mm-hmm.
It typically be the same people that end up calling for help because they couldn't ride it out.
Right.
What I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is inevitable. It's going to happen. Are we going to wait for it to just hit us like a ton of bricks? Or if you are in a job that could be affected by AI, are you looking at another skill set? I'm not saying go get a degree. You can get a trade. You may not need either, but you might be able to learn online. I don't know.
Right.
But like Triple B said, it's scary. It's going to replace a lot of jobs. And it's just the question is, are we ready? And I like this here. At home, Lisa said AI is ruthless. And it is. And it's coming, man. It's coming. I knew technology in itself, and technology, when I first saw it, I said, man, it's going to be people losing their job. I was in the IT field, Triple B, in the Navy. I was in telecommunications, then IT, and I said, oh, no, I'd be crazy to do that because they're making more computers. It just
right.
us. So then I decided to go a sales route because you're going to always, not saying a robot can't sell.
Now, you're going to say exactly how a little bit about myself. We're going there. Majority of my adult life, I was in sales. And I always tell people, you can teach people to do a trade, but you really can't teach personality. You really can't teach how to be a true salesman. And I always said every company needs somebody to sell their product. So I know where you're going with that one. And that is a skill that you can't just teach.
Even when you're on, if you watch Triple B's content, if you watch some of my stuff, older, newer, it doesn't matter, probably newer than older. You're selling yourself. When you go to a job interview, you're in sales. Everything is sales.
Mm-hmm.
And I was told when I first really got into sales, if you could sell a loaf of bread, you could sell a car. If you could sell a car, you could sell a house. It's all personality and are you likable? Are you trustworthy? That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a skill that people won't be able to take away from you. And go back to what my mother told me. They can't take what you have up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer. This just me now. Cocky comedy, y'all call you what you want to. I think I could sell a person a bottle of water standing in a whole entire ocean.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell them how the salt is bad for them that's in the salt water, but this fresh bottle I got right here, it ain't got no salt in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me slow down. I don't need to give y'all all my secrets.
That is definitely it, man. That's why I always say, presentation. But some people don't need it. Their personality sticks out, or people gonna watch all type of content. That's why you can't really worry about what the next person. But that's why I say focus on your stuff and enjoy doing it, because people can tell. People can tell.
Man, you know one of the things, and I don't know why. Maybe you was in your walk for health, but you went to, and y'all taught me something. You and Miss Shan taught me something. Portillo's. I didn't know that was a Chicago-based place. And I always get chili cheese dog. Now I got to get one of these Italian beefs.
Oh, yeah.
But Triple B, you went there and ordered a damn crispy chicken salad, man.
That's when I was fooling myself, man. I was like, yeah, I wanted that Italian beef so bad, too. Now, I mean, there's a previous video before I got the Italian beef. It's just that particular time I was trying to do the healthy thing, and it was torture. It was torture, man.
Okay.
It was torture.
Right. I'll give you some slack there. Well, man, I tell you, dude, we've been over here an hour and 34 minutes. Unless we have some questions from the peeps, man. I could easily add lib and ask a whole bunch of questions, but
I enjoyed myself.
Huh?
So I enjoyed myself.
That's good, man. Well, hey, I tell everybody, you're always welcome back, man. Hit me up. Hey, Rod, you got something? Hey, let's just go ahead and shoot the breeze. I don't care, man. I'm a spread type of guy. Okay. Now, I do have a question, though. Italian beefs are definitely Chicago. Is it like Italian sausages? Because I don't like that.
Well, no, I mean, you got two different types. You do have the Italian beef, the shaved beef, and you do have the Italian sausage. Like when I was in Gary, we have a place called Miller Pizza, and they have Italian beef, Strambolis, they got Italian sausage strambolis, which is the same thing. So yeah, they just however you prefer your meat. I prefer the shaved. I love the shaved beef, and I love to dip it in some nice au jus. Love it.
Okay. I gotta try. So they have that at Portillo's, the shaved beef.
Yeah, they have Italian beef there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta get some of that. Now, out of all this stuff, what's the most expensive food you've eaten?
Well, I mean, we didn't spend some money on some. I'm trying to see what she said. You did the hot wing challenge. Okay. Yeah. Uh, that's a good one because it just depends on what you consider expensive.
Well, whatever you consider expensive, that's what we gonna consider.
Well, I mean, I've had a couple good steaks. We went to it's St. Elmo's here, and I think Shannon ended up getting about $145 ribeye. That was pretty good. So I would probably say, probably I had some good steak meals, some good steaks. So around, $100 steak, stuff like that. I'm yet to get out there, but it's so much stuff I want to try. But I definitely don't mind spending some money on some good steaks.
I had a feeling it was going to be a steak. I know I tell people the best steak I've had is Pappas Brothers Steakhouse in Dallas. I think they have one in Houston, Dallas, maybe a third, I'm not sure. But it's the brothers that own Papados and Papacitos.
Okay.
And it's not like going to a typical steakhouse, but it's not crazy. I think it was it might have been close to 100. It probably is nowadays. And it was one in New York. I had a 27-ounce bone-in ribeye. I can't even remember the name of the place. I just Googled the best steakhouse in Manhattan, and it pulled up, and I went there.
Right.
It was pretty good. But okay, I saw a comment about I had been listening on my way home, and 3B had me thinking about having dinner. See how you affect people, man? That's the third person they've admitted they're hungry. Well, I'm fourth. And I bet probably everybody here that got hungry just watch you eat and all that good stuff.
I thought about putting a huge pile of chicken up here, and I thought about getting a quadruple burger, but I was like, I'd be light on the day and get me a nice club sandwich. But I appreciate that I'm able to influence people's bellies.
Well, I tell you what, man, and I may have to show it one more time in case people missed it, but somebody's at home, Lisa said 3B. I got to get used to the 3B. Those tomahawks ain't no joke.
No.
I've never had one, man. Is a 27-ounce considered a tomahawk?
I mean, the tomahawk is the bone. I mean, it's the bone. I think eating the tomahawk is more of the experience because I mean, it's basically just a big ribeye, with the bone on it. So I think it's just the experience, just holding that big old. That ain't gonna sound right, but you know what I'm saying. Having that big, that I just can't say. I can't say having a big piece of meat in my hand, but you know what I'm saying. That's what she said.
Yeah, it's not like having the bone, so you just pick up the bone and eat it like a pork chop.
Yeah, I mean, I'm eat a caveman style. I had that bone. I ain't about to sit there and cut it with no knife. I'm just gonna have to go ahead and attack that thing. So yeah, and then you get the good cowboy steak, but I prefer a T-bone or a porterhouse because I do like the bone. It just seems like it adds a little bit more flavor to that steak.
I agree. I used to think that the bone was cheating me, but once I knew what was really going on, I think the bone does add more flavor for me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you have a question here, man. Do you have any local challenges coming up soon?
I would love to get Miss Shan and me and her gonna tackle a two-person pizza eating competition. Because she swears she can eat me in pizza. Now I literally know Miss Shan's her favorite food is a good pizza. So I would love to do that. But I mean, Marsh, you can join us because I know there's one where it's a 3-person challenge. if you want to chow on some pizza with us. I keep telling myself I did a burger challenge with Brandon Garbage Disposal, and I've always wanted to revisit that challenge because I think I could have beat it. But hanging with a professional eater, we did a mukbang earlier in the day, and we went to a famous little diner down here because it's off of a connection to Route 66 or whatever. And man, we ate so much food. And he can do it all day long. But we ate all this food in the morning. I mean, we had everything on the menu. And then a few hours later, he's like, oh, let's just go eat a 5-pound hamburger and 2 pounds of French fries and some French and some Texas toast on the side, you know. And I was like, sure, we can go ahead and do it. And I just couldn't finish it in the time frame. And he helped me eat it. And then he turned around the next day and ate a 9-pound burrito. So I would love to revisit that challenge again.
Wow.
Yeah, he can eat. That is a freak of nature there. We call them aliens because the amount of food that I've seen some of these professional eaters eat 4 days in a row, 8 pounds of food, 10 pounds of food, 6 pounds of food. So definitely they are amazing.
Wow. Now, I'm going to say something. I hope I don't start no mess, but I saw it on a video, so I ain't over here y'all talking about it. But I thought when I heard it, I said, that would be cool. And you and Miss Shan was talking about possibly the first mukbangers, because y'all haven't heard it, and I haven't either, doing a mukbang with a live studio audience.
Oh.
Did y'all ever revisit that, or was it just a one-time thing?
No, I would love to do it. I mean, I don't know. The question, do we charge people to come in there? Would you pay to watch me eat live? But yeah, I would love to do that. I mean, you know, you do it when you go to a restaurant and eat because people are watching you all the time. But yeah, I would love to do that, even if it was a meet and greet or something. But yeah, I would love to do it. And it'd have to be something really good too.
Gotcha. And that, yeah, where everybody kind of agree and memorable as well. So,
But yeah, I could definitely smash about 10 pieces of chicken for you real quick. Oh, they got some of that good sauce.
He ain't lying either. I saw it. So you got to go to his channel to see it.
But you get in the beast mode when it comes to chicken. But go ahead.
MC said, have you tried any exotic foods? And I don't know if that's like snails or something.
I mean, yeah, to me, that pig feet was exotic. But, you know, I mean, I've had certain raw sushis, you know, like eel and stuff like that. To me is exotic. I haven't really ventured into it. I would love to know what they is considering to be exotic, and maybe I will go try it just for them. You know, make sure you subscribe to the channel now. But what would you consider exotic?
What, you know, I was thinking the same thing, because what is it like? What tripped me out is if you eat anything exotic, people talk about it tastes just like chicken.
Uh-huh.
And I had some alligator. Now I had some at one place that was kind of franchised, and it was good. But then I had it at a place that was more Cajun, and I didn't like it. And I think that was probably more of the realistic alligator, the one I didn't like.
All right, there you go. Frog legs I want to try because, like you say, it tastes like chicken. And then we were having a conversation with the clients, and they were talking about raccoon. And they pretty much said raccoon tastes just like chicken. And it's another content creator that we've known for a while named Chef Shara, and he always wants some raccoon. So I would love to try raccoon one day. Definitely try some frog legs. We did have some alligator at Papados one time, and that was good. Me and Shan ate bugs on the channel before, so we definitely ate some bugs before. And for some odd reason, I'm having a brain freeze with escargot is. Snails.
Some form of a snail, yeah.
I consider that probably being like an oyster or a clam or something, you know, or something in that, I would assume. I mean, I'm down to try it at least once.
I would fail at every one of those.
Throw some hot sauce on it and call it a day. Everything's better with hot sauce.
I don't like hot sauce. I'm not.
Oh man.
Frog legs, No, I grew up where they serve frog legs. Escargot, no.
Yeah.
Now I have eaten some exotic foods, and this is the first time I'm going to admit this on any of my channels because I didn't know they were exotic until Triple B just said they were. I grew up in a very, very, very southern town.
Okay.
I've had raccoon. From my recollection, I maybe I'm mixing it up with some, but it seemed more like a stew, and it could have been. I've had squirrel.
Okay.
I've had possum, I think.
Okay.
Now, I wasn't old enough to remember none of this, but I can tell you I wouldn't do it now. I just couldn't fathom the thought, but didn't see anyone wring a chicken's neck, but I have eaten a duck that was plucked and all that other stuff. And it's, again, I was probably 8 years old and younger when all this took place. But I know that was at my grandparents' house. My mother and father, they wasn't doing none of that stuff. So, but and MC said alligator is good. So, man, you
don't like hot food, huh?
Nothing, man. If you give me too much pepper, I don't care if I'm standing in the middle of Antarctica, I'm going to start sweating.
See, that's what Lisa was saying earlier. She was bringing up a reminiscence of, I think she's talking about did the Beloved Nick Avocado volcano hot sauce, whatever we had to do that one time, and the sweat was all in my eyes. When I first started YouTube, I started to realize the more I sweat, the more views I got. So I had to build that tolerance up to hot food because I was a punk in the beginning. I couldn't handle it, you know. So that was one of the things I used to do for views. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I would torture myself with the hot sauce. Now I find myself wanting to test myself to see how hot I really can go.
That's crazy.
So I built up a nice tolerance to hot sauce. And pepper, that's the one ingredient that Shannon always say she needs. Now, it ain't that her food is bad, and it's definitely not under seasoned, but I do love me some pepper. Black pepper is my friend. You can keep the salt. Just give me that black pepper.
See, I'm like that. I don't like iodized salt. Now, I put obviously sodium and Larry seasoned salt, but I say a potato, a baked potato. All I want is pepper. I don't want any salt. Even my rice, just give me pepper. I don't need the salt, sugar, butter, and all that other mess. But damn, that's crazy, dude. All the stuff you've eaten and just the black pepper and the hot for views. It's amazing what people would do for views. But I can see it because it's like an adrenaline rush to see how much can you eat before you start sweating. No,
I'm gonna sweat. I sweat eating regular hot chips. Don't mean I can't handle it though, but I'm a sweater in nature anyway. But yeah, I've done some things. I think I ate 24 hard-boiled eggs covered in 2 times spicy sauce, and I think it only took me about 3 minutes to eat them. And I was nervous when I went in there. So it's gonna be too hot, but I knocked them on out like it wasn't nothing.
Well, at home with Lisa's talking about that 2 times the sauce, and then Event Yours said a mukbang that couldn't take heat. That's the best food. I love some hot food. I can't. I mean, I don't even like hot sauce on chicken. I don't even like chicken. I had enough chicken growing up for a lifetime. So I eat it, but
I never get tired of it. I don't think I ever get tired of eating chicken. I would want to change it up: grilled chicken, baked chicken, fried chicken. You know. Yeah, I don't think I can ever say I'm gonna get tired of eating chicken. I don't. It's just one of my favorites. So bad in my house. Not my favorite, but it's up there.
It got so bad in my crib, you didn't even have to ask what was for dinner. You just knew it was chicken. You didn't know which one of the multiple choice questions it would be: barbecue, baked, smothered, grilled, fried. And then if it wasn't chicken, my mama skipped out on the cooking classes. I never forget, man. She cooked some ham hocks in one pot, some pinto beans in another pot. Why they weren't combined, I don't know. But she didn't. I guess they didn't make
all that flavor.
But we had some flavor. She didn't put them on top. She had trying to fool my brother and I. We had cornbread, the ham hocks over here, the beans over here, and we put ketchup on the beans for flavor. If it wasn't my mom, I said she should have went to jail.
Yeah. Definitely remember some of them good mama meals, you know?
Yeah, so, but hey, man, I'm getting ready to get us out of here. I do have one more question.
Okay.
It's a simple question. Was this an experience?
Yeah. I enjoyed myself. Shan been messing with me all week. They got your big interview coming up. You got your big interview coming up. Now, I was a little nervous because I don't get interviewed much. I think this might only be, this probably the first solo interview. Usually I have her for support to, you know, when I'm bombing out. I enjoyed it. It went smoothly. It was a great time, man. I would love to have other conversations with you, maybe off the camera, you know, pick your brain a little bit. So I enjoyed myself.
Well, I have to shoot you my number, man. Because I think we have probably more in common than we know. And I think a lot of people are like that until they get to know someone. And I have to say, man, I thought about it. I even mentioned it today when I reached out to you that is Miss Shan going to be joining us? Because as I watched more content that I hadn't seen, I saw the chemistry. I saw the it could have been more added to the pot to say. And I said, maybe there's something to revisit later, you know.
Yeah.
I know you're a busy man.
She over there ear hustling.
She got to stick her head in. I at least got to say Miss Shannon's on the show.
Friday is RuPaul night.
Is what? RuPaul night?
RuPaul. She loves RuPaul.
Oh, okay.
And
she had a wig on or something, like a purple wig.
So she loved RuPaul. So
she have to do part 2.
Just not on a Friday when RuPaul on.
Yeah.
She
might do your Tuesday.
Hey, well, tell Miss Shan I am 0 for 3 with part 2. So we're gonna call it the sequel. We're not gonna say part 2.
That sounds good to me.
Hey, at least they know you real. We hear the voice. That's a start.
Yes. I'm here. I've been listening. It's been a great interview. You guys have both done really fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know.
Appreciate the experience.
Part. We trying to get big over here, but
well, I mean, you know, we can always return the favor. I'd love it. Maybe you can come on my channel, meet some of my people on my side of it too. I would always
come in, man. Let me know the day. Only day I'm not available is the second and third Monday and every Tuesday.
Now you might have to eat something that day now.
Well, I'm telling you right now, man. Hey, on my sandwich, I'm gonna have one of them OG sandwiches. I'm gonna have some mayonnaise.
Oh yeah.
2 pieces of white bread, some cheese, and some turkey. That's it.
Hey, that's how you need. Well, you gotta have some chips in there somewhere. You gotta throw the chips on there a little bit.
But I'm gonna go ahead and make everybody. I ain't gonna have no white stuff running down my mouth.
Yeah, that's part of man code rules, you know.
Yeah, you know.
But sometimes I get caught up in the food, and I go be editing the video, and like I done had that white stuff under my nose, or on my cheek, or in my beard the whole video, because I be looking at the camera, but sometimes I be missing it. I'll be so embarrassed. I'd be so embarrassed, man.
You know what's crazy, Triple B? Like my camera, I'm looking at us. I'm focused on you, so I don't know what I'm doing over here. And then I got vertical over there, and now I don't never know what it's doing. And I just pray every time I put it out there it's right. And I did learn don't have 2 people on there. But hey, y'all, do me a favor. Triple B's YouTube channel is on the screen. Definitely check him out. Trap Vision 3. This means a lot, man. Coming from an OG content creator like Trap Vision said, dope live. Trap has been made guest appearances several times on this channel. He's also done a conversation/interview on this channel. So definitely a long-time supporter, fellow veteran, and a real deal guy, man.
I'm glad I got to meet Trap in person. Obviously, we live in the same city, and definitely joined me on some of my walks back in 2024. And so I definitely appreciate Trap support over the years, and it's genuine. We actually don't work too far apart, so I've run into him a few times recently in the last couple of weeks. So definitely Trap is definitely a good person, a good person to know. Yeah, man, this has definitely been a good time. I enjoyed it. Some on my mind, but didn't skip what I was going to say.
Yeah, man, that's about the 3rd time. Maybe you need some more sandwiches, man.
Yeah, I need something, man. I'm looking around. I think she got some more of that New Orleans crunch cake down there if she ain't ate it all. I see crunch cake and a glass of milk in my future.
Hey, you know what? I was tripping, man, when you was eating that burger. You had 2 minutes to eat. In the sips, you were taking out the soda, man. I was like, how's he washing it down? Because you would only get a little. Common sense gonna tell you it's gonna fill you up if you get too much.
Right.
You got this stuff down to a science, man.
Practice makes better, man. It don't make perfect. It makes better. Yeah, because a lot of times when you're eating that food, you really just swallow it. So you get a cup of chews in, and it's just got to go down. So I always recommend don't do. Everybody don't try it because you could choke. But yeah, it goes down, man. I've always been a fast eater.
Well, I tell you what, man, the Nichols, shout out to your wife. God bless her and you at Big Belly Bob. That means a lot. Thank you, Nichols. We got a lot of content creators in the house tonight, and I want to thank everybody. You guys could have been producing content, looking at other content creators, but you chose not only spend this night, but a Friday night here on Points Blank Experience. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. And great interview at 3B, such a genuine personality. Thank you so much, MC. MC's been really rocking with Points Blank Experience. So she's seen quite a bit of content, and to see that means a lot.
I appreciate it.
And home with Lisa. Lisa is speaking to Miss Shan, part of that original Triple B squad, just asking for a friend. Everybody showing Miss Shan love. They was trying to get her away from RuPaul. This time we're gonna get her.
You feel it yourself, man. It's always the thing with me and her. We on camera together, man. You're seeing us. We don't put on a show. We don't put on an act. Some days we don't like each other during the video, but we generally come on here being ourselves, and that's why our chemistry is very well together. So I appreciate all the love that y'all have for Miss Shan. It took almost 2 years to get her on the channel.
Really?
And when I finally got on here, now I can't get her off.
And I'm telling you, man, you said when you have two people up there, it's so much easier, especially if there's a chemistry. Now, you can have someone that there is no chemistry, and it's like, dang, man. And I could say tonight I felt that chemistry here, and the people. This comment I saw about you being a genuine person, and I think I went too far back. That speaks volumes. There's a lot of fake people everywhere. Not a lot of $3 bills, as I like to call them. There's no such thing as a $3 bill. So to have someone that's on here that's spitting truth and spitting facts, that's good. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna let Big Belly Bob say anything he has to say before we get ready to get up out of here. Got anything you want to tell the peeps, man?
Yeah, like I said, man, just live your life to the fullest. Don't be scared to help somebody out. Don't be scared, as I said, to open up that door for somebody, man. And that's in life, not just the physical door. I'm just saying, if you see somebody struggling out there, help them. If you can do any little bit, help them. Help them. I say that every day. Be the blessing that the world needs, man. What I mean by that is exactly how it sounds. What you think needs to just be that blessing. Do it. My job don't pay a lot of money, but I enjoy the smiles and what I bring to my clients that I work with, So I truly believe in helping others, humbling yourself down. Don't worry about how it appears to this person over here that don't care about you anyway. Just be the best person you can be and help people. That's the problem we got in this world, where we just not enough help out here. Everybody wants something for nothing. So it just feels so much better to give. Other than that, the only thing I need you to do for me is I need y'all to make sure y'all give Point Blank's channel a thumbs up, baby. Make sure y'all comment below and make sure you share them out. Share them out, y'all. And if y'all are not subscribed to Point Blank Travel or Point Blank Experience, Point Blank Crazy, he got so many of them. Make sure y'all subscribe to all his channels and support the brother. He definitely is out here trying to help people. Like I said, the main thing, building up your credit and all that good stuff. And that might be something we talk about later too, because I'll be messing some stuff up sometime. But other than that, man, that's all I got to say, man.
I tell you what, man, it's hard to follow up with that one. I'm gonna make sure we got everything here.
I do got one more thing.
Great live. Guys, continue positivity and blessings to others. And with that being said, I will say again tonight, y'all, my closing thoughts, comments, whatever you want to call it. Tonight, you have witnessed greatness, and greatness is always, it's not always a dollar value or what someone has or what surround them. It's the genuine positivity. And when I reach out to people, I'm looking for someone that's going to share that same motivational spirit that I have, that same wanting to help someone. I've spent a lot of my life not caring about everybody else. And although I said I'm not in competition with everyone else, doesn't mean I don't care about other people. There's a difference. But there was a time in my life where I didn't care about nobody but me, and all I wanted was me to be on top. And then I don't know if it was after I watched the 5 heartbeats of what, but it's lonely at the top. And that's when I decided I wanted to bring more people up to the mountaintop. And one of the last orders I was given in the United States Navy before I retired was from another African-American. My mentor said, it's up to you to bring as many of us up as you can. That's your charge. Meaning that's the last order, or that's an order I'm being given. That's what not only a Point Blank experience, Point Blank travel, investment with Rod, we're about sharing and caring. I could say reach one and teach one, but if I ain't doing nothing, that's all irrelevant. So we have witnessed greatness, and we've heard greatness in the form of Miss Shan. We've witnessed a man that was left here for a purpose, shot 4 different occasions, 17 times. He's here to talk about it. That speaks volumes. With that being said, let me read this here. Now, that's the truth. Continue to live your purpose at Big Belly Bob. Continue living your purpose at Big Belly Bob. Hey, that's it, man. Y'all, Big Bob, I don't know if you're going to hang out backstage. You're going to grab something to eat. It's up to you because I'm about to shut this thing down.
Oh, yeah. Go for it. Go for it.
All right, y'all. One more time, I want to pull up and read this for the people that wasn't here at the beginning. And I'm just going to, I think I may have taken it down. So I'm going to put this up. Oh, no, that ain't what I want to do. Y'all bear with me here because I thought it was still up there and it's not. And let's see if I can find that thing right here. And let me go ahead. There it is right there, man. 81,800 subscribers on YouTube, 33,000 followers on Facebook, 3,000 on Instagram, 3,600 on TikTok. Started out, his first video is 859 views. His biggest video has actually 77,000 views, but that was dedicated to lips. So I chose this one, 67,000 views. That didn't happen by luck, ladies and gentlemen. That is a skill, an art. And I'm telling you, man, people, I ain't gonna say they don't, but very few people watch people they can't stand. It just doesn't make sense. So with that being said, we're gonna raise up out of here. I hope y'all have a blessed and prosperous evening. And Event Yours, my co-host says, great interview. Good to see you, Triple B. Hey, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sound like it's time to drop that heat, Triple B. It's time to drop that heat. Now, I got one question for the audience, y'all, before we go. Who's going to be next? Much love, y'all. As I always end each and every video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Hit that like button, that thumbs up. Share this out. Don't just share it on your community tab. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell somebody you don't like, because if they're busy watching me, they don't have time to be messing with you. And shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. I can guarantee you I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, fire, more knowledge, regardless of which channel I'm on. Trust me, it's always up here, baby. Much love, y'all. Who's going to be next?